Hi, I'm Seamless, and in place of the regular track from scratch, today we're doing challenges from scratch. And this is a return to form, and in the beginning, I'm just gonna move this guy out here, to doing ye old Beethoven challenge, which is to say that you write a song without being able to hear it. I have turned off my main monitors and I can't hear anything, but you should be able to hear things, and I get a timer going for half an hour, and we'll see how far I get. Starting now. Okay, one more time. This is my second time doing this because the first thing I did was to open up Superior Jumper and realizing, oh crap, I moved all my libraries and didn't tell it I moved them. I told it I moved one of them, which is fortunately the main one, and that's good. Oof. All right, so I remember this guy having a pretty dope tone that I kind of want, but it's hard to control, and I can't do things to it if I can't hear it. Crap. All right, I'm gonna have to be a little hardcore about this. Let's just go straight. And as for snare, yes. All right, no idea what those. This is weird, man. I haven't done this in a while, and I only did it the one time. All right, so a lot of these I don't totally remember how they sound, but I remember how this one sounds. I at least remember that I like that one the best. So it's like barely that I even remember. Need to remember that it sounded okay. Do I need to? Am I even gonna try toms? I'm not gonna try toms. I gotta like blind mix this. This is cool. This is a challenge. I've not tried this before in a while. Baff, baff, whoosh. Bam, bam. Let's put you down here. This is so. The articulations that are present in Superior Drummer are like the main guy, the side guy, and this center hit. And then over here, what I'm doing with the ghost notes is that the center hit is going to feel a little bit better, going on that hit instead of the main one. And then I don't remember where the tight hits are, so this will have to be how it works. Oh, I didn't. The whole time, it'd be great if I just didn't notice it was in the wrong tempo the whole time. Increase volume. Okay, Carnage, increase volume. Hey, don't knock it, man. Saturation sounds good. All right. Nope. Yep. Auto map. Could have sworn I defaulted this. I actually guess I didn't do that, did I? All right. One more time. Neat. All right. So what's gonna have to happen here? I would normally do this inside Superior Drummer 3, but because I have to rely entirely on visual analysis, I need this. Right. I don't think I would normally layer some things, but I'm gonna have to completely get what I want out of these guys from here, because I'm not gonna be able to control everything that hard. Especially this guy. I already know he has to go way down, and actually, in fact, because this is the bottom mic for the snare, which is cool because in Superior Drummer 3 it's stereo. So I get the yeah. Add some nice air to things. This is the hat. I don't really want it to be panned. Something I can't fix in here. Yay. I'm going to use this to create the kind of like white noise top end because I don't want to actually use white noise. Yeah, it could be a little longer and a little higher. And then also with this, it's not really. Yeah. And then now they have the overheads, and then there's two of them. There's ambience. This guy, you can kind of down, and I'm just gonna do vague. Oh boy, that's rough to do without being able to hear it. I just realized I've been talking this whole time while I'm doing stuff. How's that working out? Actually, I am soloing this for a reason, which is to show you guys what it sounds like by itself. Someone in the chat noticed that I'm soloing things. For why would I be doing that right now? And it's because I want you guys to actually see that there is a point to the things I'm doing, even if I can't tell. Okay. I kind of want. I guess this doesn't need any more verb. This basically is verb. Like a room mic is analog reverb. Okay. I just hope that it's not clashing with the audio, because I'm pretty sure it's clipping. I hope it's not, though. 2K is right there. It could be lighter. And I guess I will do. This is kind of already pretty freaking transient-y. That should sound pretty foofy, like scooshy, and that's gonna be really hard to mix on top of the rest of the crap. Doof. Bamp. Doof, bamp. All right, so this is probably out of control. And actually, now that while I'm at it, so this is stuff I'm doing from memory, where like I remember that these things act this way. All right, so it is clipping kind of hard then. Let me actually check my levels here, because it's possible this is not happening in FL. That's kind of a little loud, isn't it? All right, down with you. Oh, that's a little bit better. I have to like stop myself from I have trained myself to talk when I hear that there is silence, and I have to train myself now to not talk when I'm doing things. All right, this is probably as good as I'm gonna get with the drums. I hope that actually solved the problem, because I didn't even hear what the problem was. Alrighty, let's do a Reese thing, right? Because we're doing drum and bass. How long have I been doing this? Ooh, only 8 minutes. All right. So here's something fun. I usually try to hear what key I'm in. I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know if my root note is actually the right sound for the right tone I'm doing. Wow, excuse me. They need to be 10 billion loud yet. All right, let's do phase Reese. I mean, they're all phase Reeses if you think about it. Is it cheating? Look at the chat. I don't know. I don't know what any of you mean when you say some of the things you say. Like, it's buttery. Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I'd have to hear the problem. Like, if we're talking about the clipping from earlier, I'd have to actually have heard it to now. But I'm only inferring that there is an issue, and then only then telling that it could be solved mechanically. Anyway, the phase Reese idea is that I'm gonna unison way up, and it's gonna get nuts up here, and it's not gonna really do much to the tone because we're not letting it pass. Like, if we let it stay on, there'd be lots of phase cancellation and motion and whatnot. But if we kill it, it gets rigid real quick. So we're going to use this detune over here to make the harmonics its rigid position to be a little bit of motion. It's kind of hard to tell, but then when you distort it, suddenly you get motion, a Reese kind of motion. At least I fucking hope it did. It did. I hope it did. Let's see what the spectrum says. Rough. Woof. Let's experiment with alternate phase here. And we can actually be a little special and make it random. So that it begins in kind of a different position each time. Couldn't I look at the EQ to tell if the sound is right? Couldn't I look at the EQ to tell if the sound is at the right pitch? And no, not really, unfortunately. The right pitch thing is a sensation. It's like you listen to the sound, and it just sounds better at a particular note than other notes. That's just a thing. And like, there's probably a physical reason for it that I could detect if I were analyzing this, but I'm not that good at that. I'm pretty good at that, but I'm not that good at that. No, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Where's my sub? I didn't label it. No, I did. Jeez. You were like so far away from that input. You should definitely be able to see it. Sub. Like, so I have that separate sub out there, and like that was the plan. And then I'm realizing if I have that sub up there like that, I can actually separate the sub inside every individual bass and have an unbelievably perfectly tailored separate sub for everything. And then have it go into a separate channel that I can then level and mix correctly. So that's the whole point of that. See, this is kind of cheating. I mean, I've done this for so long that I think I'm hearing it in my head, even though I'm not. Although I've done this before where I have thought that I have, and then I have been super wrong with what I thought was happening. So, you know, grain of sand. All right, so actually, I'm gonna do a slightly different thing because I want this sub to be in the right tune. I want this whole thing to be in the right tune. So this did actually detune the feeling of everything. The fundamentals stayed where it was, but everything else moved. And that's the thing that sort of imparts pitch onto us, even if the fundamental is the right tone. So what I'm doing now is I'm turning everything down 3 semitones to make sure that it is correct pitch. And now that I've done that, I'm going to clone it, and it's going to go to the sub, but it's not going to be it's not going to be anything. It's not going to be distorted. It's not even going to be unison. It's just going to be this guy doing his thing. Pretty sure that's still reaching it up very lightly, but it's doing it. You know, we might even be able to coax some activity out of saturation in any way, right? If you come to think of it, how the hell low is that? That looks way too low. Am I playing this like a wildly lower octave? Oh, I am, because it's Harmer and it's 1. The thing was at 1x by default, which means that I'm at citrus level. Jeez. Fortunately, a lot of everything I was doing still worked. Sort of. All right, well then, this is wildly wrong EQ. Look, it's already doing the thing I want to do. Go fucking figure. Here's something that actually. Come back with air. Thank you, please. Give me that. Come on. You know, here's the problem with the EQ versus Harmer, and the reason why I was more readily able to tell I was in the wrong pitch with Harmer than I was in the EQ. The EQ has a 0. It has an actual, like, visibly, this is 0 down here after 20 hertz. The problem with that is that you never approach 0 when you go lower in pitch. You just are dividing your frequency. So the octave that was lower than the right one still actually kind of looked like harmonically it was where it was supposed to be, the fundamental anyway. I didn't notice until I was in Harmer that where like this shape is wildly an incorrect size to be in that area. Like once that weight was visible to me, I was like, oh shit, that's wrong. So that's that's why the EQ wasn't the best choice. I mean, you are right that the analysis showed where it is, and like if I like went in there and like looked at the hertz values up in the upper left hand corner there, I would have noticed that, but I did not. It need to be so much louder than the other guy. So let's do like a boom, boom. I don't know how fast this is. We can kind of guess because we can see the motion. I talk too much, you're not going to make it. We're only halfway through. Actually, we need to do a longer version of this. Boom, boom, like that. Yes. All right, now let's get us some ringy high-level shit. I'm not gonna bother putting this in the patcher. I can't like hear enough of what I'm doing to do that kind of meaningful work with it anyway. So we're in F right now. Three, four, down, keyboard track, low. Lower than that. Better. Is that high enough? Do I want the 5? The 4? Shit. Alright, there's a particular chord I'm trying to do that now that I realize I can't hear it, I'm probably gonna do wrong. +1 on mouth noises. Wow. If you can't hear anything else, you're gonna hear everything else. I'm only kind of paying attention to the chat. I apologize. Yeah, then yeah, but less. Plus then, but not you. You, small room. Sure. And what are we doing at? Cool. I think that's the right pitch for this, though. That might be a little too low. I don't think it should be in the 500 hertz range. No automation. That would depend on how you classify an automation. Talking about challenges in the chat, because internal automation, like using envelopes and crap, is still automation in my, in my world, in my view. Just depends on where you tell that to be automated. But like a track where all my modulation could only be accomplished through like targeted phase cancellation, that would be ridiculous. Let's do a little bit of both. Let's copy. Oops. Copy. Paste. There it is. And then way up there, but way down. Hee. Alright, so unfortunately this should already be going into ducking. There's already sub going on in there. Internal is classed as modulation. Yeah. I guess it would, if you're calling it modulation versus automation, then I think a decent distinction to have, I guess. Suppose we should just have this on now. It's alright. I gotta. So this is gonna be fun because I have a beat in my head and I think I can write it, but it's gonna be weird if I can't. And you're not doing anything yet. So this is all just like straight here. It's gotta be better than what I was doing a second ago. And then let's put you. Make sure I'm doing that right. How long we got? Like 10-ish minutes, 9 minutes. All right, let's see. I have that. All right. Weep. No idea. They're just making a variation. And then I'm actually gonna try a lead. Let's try a lead. Again with a harmonic that's just by itself. Since when are the harmonics black? Because I drag it out of the thing? Oh, it's probably because I saved it that way. Did I save it? No, these are all still the incorrect envelopes. Lead. Lead. I keep putting down low notes like that because I know that these saw waves are powerful by themselves. Did I not just? Come on, you. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of up there, but we want up there. So we're still in F, but we're doing kind of a minory, weird, not really a note thing. So I guess we're gonna do a weird, not really a note lead thing. Let's just do some syncopation and hope it works. I'm not actually making these the melody. I'm just putting the notes down so I can visualize rhythm. I guess we'll keep it straight until... Yeah. I don't know. Let's do a jump. Ooh, let's go down. It'll be fun. I'll make a... kind of a plucky... plucky business. Other people quoted my quotes. Sometimes I'm not even really aware of the things I say. Sure. All right. As for a thing. No idea how it's gonna sound. It's gonna sound ridiculous. I know how that. I have that idea. I have a pretty decent idea that that's gonna how that sounds. That's gonna how that sounds. Beep beep. All right, well, I'm gonna hope to death that's a tone that's not stupid. And I'm relying on that right now because I cannot hear it. But we are gonna help a bit. All things in moderation. All things in modulation. I'm looking at this guy up here too. He's helping me out. Wow, this is okay. How much does my lean cost? I'm not balanced for lean. I'm not balanced for lean. One more thing. I'm gonna do that too. Sure. Just a little louder with you. Not past that, but we're gonna do a little transient saving. Pumpy, but a little bit downy. Real fun. For the snoorer. 2. Be back. Oops, I disabled the shift tab. Alright, so that's the hell are you? There's not really anything in here that's helping. The bass have air. Jeez. All right, how much longer do I have? 2 minutes. I'm calling it. This is probably as far as I'm gonna get. All right, let's do the reveal where I listen to the thing I actually heard. I did, and can have. Let me turn the thing on before it goes off. All right, I'm turning on my monitors. Here it comes. Oh my God. What is that? What is this? Oh my God. Oh, that was almost the right chord. That's what I was trying to do. That's the chord I was trying to get. Damn it. Beat-wise, that worked out, but mix-wise, that was terrible. At least my subplan worked. Not on the bass, I guess. And of course, without hearing that ducking, I probably wouldn't have chosen to do that. But yeah, cool. All right. Beethoven challenge complete. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And as usual, have a nice day.